So Nayla finally foaled for us. She was 11 days late. So she was 351 days in foal when she finally released her hostage. And her weight probably maintained this week, and her belly went down 8 inches after popping out this cute little thing. So this is her filly, River, little Palomino filly that was born in the morning. She's like, oh, I'm shy. So they've been doing good. She looks fabulous. She's bounced back really good from her pregnancy. You'd never know. She just popped out a baby. And they're looking pretty good. You're wild. What are you doing? So Holly here is 347 days in foal, so she's 7 days past her due date. She's got a little bit of white milk and some wax today, so we're hoping that she will get the ball rolling and have this baby soon. She's been extra mopey, and but otherwise she's been doing good with her pregnancy. Her weight went down a little bit this week, but I think it's just the shifting of her belly because her belly's really dropped. So I think that's mostly what that's from. And her baby bump also went down 2 inches, but it's also adjusted. So the baby's not sitting as far back now. It's kind of sitting a bit more forward, so it's not exactly where we would measure their bump from. I'm going to take a quick peek here at Holly's udder. So she's got a little bit of milk droplets earlier, and she's got some wax kind of forming there on that right teat now. So we've just been kind of keeping a close eye on that to see what she might develop. Normally she'll wax and go within 12 to 24 hours. So we're hoping that is the case and she gets the ball rolling. So Key and her filly have been doing well. They're moved up to our hay barn temporarily as we needed the foaling stalls. So Key foaled on March 11th with her beautiful Baydun Tobiano filly. She was 16 days early, and she's having a good old snooze right now. Key lost a little bit of weight this week, but again, we expect that as her body adjusts back to her normal post-foaling weight, and her belly went down another inch, so she's down 12 inches total from when she was carrying this little beast inside. The new owners finally picked a name for her, and she's going to be called Benny, B-E-N-Y. So everyone say hi to little Miss Benny. This is us having a good snooze. It's really hard being this adorable. Isn't it? Oh, she says, you're interrupting my nap, lady. How rude. And Key looks fabulous. So she's looking really good post-foaling. We're really happy with her weight and her condition. And she's such a great mama. You can go back to bed, kid. I'm sorry. So after a very stressful evening, Holly B finally released her hostage. She was trying to tear down the barn. She was pacing around a lot, pawing. She actually busted through the door 3 times. But it's all been worth it because she has released her hostage. Holly B was 332 days in foal, so her foal was born 9 days early. And here is her little cutie. So she had a Bay Tobiano filly this morning, so a nice daytime baby again. We really appreciate those. And all timelines were passed quickly. She's doing awesome. She was sold in our future foal payment program, and her new owner got to be here for the birth, which was pretty magical. So Holly B lost a little bit of weight, which is again to be expected because she just gave birth to this monster, and her belly went down 1.5 inches. We expected to go down more over the next few days as her body adjusts back to her normal. But we're happy to have this cute little girl on the ground, safe and sound. Let's get a quick look at her udder here. So she just foaled a few hours ago. So she's still got a nice big bag. Baby's been nursing lots. The owner's calling her Viz for short. You can't escape, ma'am. No, 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 we can't leave. We can't leave. That's not allowed. But yeah, they're doing great. We're really happy. And Holly loves her baby. Daisy is 321 days in foal. She's due in 21 days. Her safe day was March 21st, so she's past that now. Another one that's in the safe zone. And she maintained her weight this week, and her baby bump went up 1.5 inches. You can see her belly's getting a little bit rounder there. I'm going to take a quick peek at her udder. I know, ma'am, you'll be fine. She's a little sensitive about it. So she's getting some pretty good development there, which is, again, always a relief with maiden mares that they are going to stock the milk bar. So we've just been taking our twice-a-day photos to kind of monitor her progress and keep an eye on how things are developing. Prairie is 314 days in foal. She's due in 28 days. She's standing very awkwardly right now, but you can see her belly is dropping quite a bit. Her weight maintained this week, and her baby bump went up 1 inch. We've increased her grain, and she's looking a little bit better, a little less ribby. We'd still like a little bit more coverage on her top line. So we're trying to add oil, but she doesn't like it, so we can't do that for her. So we've increased her maternity and hoping that will help her gain the weight we want her to. I'm gonna take a quick peek at her udder. So she's getting some good mammary development there. She'll have the milk bar stocked in no time for her wee one. She has gone early in the past. I believe we had 2 foals at 14 days early and 1 at 10 days early, and then 1 that was like just right around her due date. So we will be keeping a close eye on her just in case she wants to do that again, and she'll be being moved into the foaling bar in the evening shortly. Rue is 299 days in foal. She's due in 43 days. Her safe day is April 12th. She lost a little bit of weight, but I think it's, again, just distributing a little bit because her belly's getting a little lower and a little bit wider, and her baby bump went up 1.5 inches. I'm gonna take a quick peek at Rue's udder. So she's probably just starting to show her first little bit of udder development that we've seen. Before it was mainly just being bagged out from previous foals. But she's gearing up and getting ready for that baby. Hi, River. So here with Pippy, she is 299 days in foal. She's due in 43 days. Her safe day is April 12th. She maintained her weight this week, but we're still not 100% happy with her body condition. She's still a little bit ribbier than what we would want over her top line. So we are making more adjustments. Her baby bump went up 2 inches this week to 93 inches. Take a quick peek at her udder here. So she's got some bit of development there, not a whole lot going on, but again, not to be expected as she's still a ways off from her due date. But we just continue to monitor and make sure everything's progressing well. Good girl. So Emmy is 283 days in foal. She's due in 59 days. Her safe day is April 28th. She lost a little bit of weight this week, but I think it's just kind of redistributing of her weight around her belly. And she maintained the same belly measurement. She's been doing great, still in lessons, being fabulous. Just gonna take a quick peek at Emmy's udder here. So she's getting a little bit of development there, so we'll keep an eye on that. But where she's, about that 60-day mark now, it's not surprising that we see them start to build a bit of an udder. So it's always good. Reassures us that those maidens are going to stock up the milk bar. Trashy is 282 days in foal. She's due in 60 days. She gained a bit of weight this week, so she's looking fabulous. And her belly went up 1/2 inch. And she's been used in lessons. She doesn't do as much as the other horses just because she's new to the program. But she's usually ridden once a week or so. She's doing great. Just gonna take a quick peek at Trashy's udder here. So she's got a little bit of development started, but again, nothing too crazy because she's had previous foals, so it's probably just some of that bagging up from previous babies. So here's a summary for our bump date for March 23rd, 2024. We now have had 3 mares foal. So Nayla finally released her hostage on May 20th at 351 days. She was 11 days late. Key foaled in our last bump date, and then Holly B actually foaled today on March 23rd at 332 days, and she was 9 days early. We have 2 other mares currently in their safe zone, and Prairie will be in her safe zone by the end of this week. For weights, we've had several that maintained, some that lost. We kind of expect the loss in Key and Holly B because they just had babies. Rue and Emmy, I think it's just distribution of their weight and how they're carrying their foals now. It's not a huge loss, so we're monitoring it, but we're not alarmed by it. And the same with Holly as well. As her baby continues to kind of drop into position, they'll adjust here and there, and everyone else maintained. For our bumps, Nayla went down 8 inches after foaling. Holly went down 2 inches after foaling, but we measured her within literally hours of foaling, so I imagine by the next bump date she'll go down quite a bit more. Key was down 1 inch. Yeah, we had a couple of like ups and downs here. Trashy is up a little bit, Pippy's up a little, Rue and Prairie and Daisy are all up a little bit. Emmy maintained. And Holly went down again just because she's adjusting as her baby drops into position. She's going to go down a little bit, but it's kind of fun to monitor and keep track of. So again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. It means a lot to us, and please ask any questions that you have. We love answering them.